So, anyone want to ask Sarang? You are in a industry, and really you are building many good students. So, you want to interact with Uday? That will be great, I think. Students will get to know some queries also.
What exactly I found over here?
Hi, Sarang.
Hi Uday. Uh, this is awesome. This session is awesome. Means
No, I can't hear Sarang.
I think net issue is there.
Yeah.
This is a technology.
uh, uh,
Sorry, Sarang,
uh,
maybe you can switch off your video and maybe it will work better.
okay. Uh, Engineering colleges are not providing that information which Uday has provided. And this is, I think, the very first year students should know that they are supposed to develop like this. I'm making my son hear this video, who is in just in 10th standard. Uh,
I can't hear Sarang.
Net issue again.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sarang.
Sarang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
continue.
so whatever the different aspects, Manju, you are into the communication और कितना भी सर फोड़ लेना कि आप communication कितना important है बताने के लिए, लेकिन the way Uday will tell, right, then only people will get convinced, yes, it is needed. तो होता क्या है कि हम कितनी भी बार बताएंगे लेकिन वो होता नहीं है, but the person from the industry who knows the industry in and out, so I think the participants today must have been benefited. दूसरी बात मैं बताऊं, मैं तो सिर्फ लॉगिन किया था, मंजू ने इनवाइट भेजा है तो मैं बोला चलो लॉगिन कर लेते, उदय इज हैविंग द सेशन और 5-10 मिनट सुन के निकल जाएंगे, लेकिन माय 1 hour इज गॉन यानी and this is the one of the most fruitful or of Saturday as such. So thank you Uday for such a fantastic session over here.
Thanks, Sarang. And I think you have brought out a very, very important point, right? So, which is the interaction between academia and industry.
Industry.
It is happening in a very, very limited way. So what happens
Yes, it is.
typically that fourth year people are, getting internship in the fourth year, but I think it will be very, very useful if we are able to engage people right from second year, right? I will say even first year, but even if someone starts engaging in the second year with the industry, that will benefit both industry as well as the academia, right? Because they will get to learn more things, they will understand what is expected in the industry, and they will start building themselves in that direction. And so for example, most of the companies don't allow internship in second year. My company allows internship in second year. So if someone is there in second year with good academics and things like that, we do provide internship to them.
Fantastic. Uday, I am having the suggestion to you.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is there should not be any engineer who is not employable.
Yeah,
But
yeah, absolutely.
issue is efforts are not being taken from the academics also and from the industry also in this regard. And this is a welcome move from your company that you are accepting the interns from second year itself. So and this should happen from every industry.
Absolutely.
They are having the social obligation कि they should not expect कि पूरा ready-made मिलेगा and they will go after the ready-made guys. They should engage into the development also. So
Sarang, here I will put one thing. There should be requirement from the student and parents. First thing, because if we are hungry, then we will go there. So we are trying to create that hunger inside the students, so that, because I know Uday has had designed, I think last 2 years
Yeah.
back, he told me about that thing. He tried that thing, that with your suggestion, he was with there.
So
But
Sarang, I had started one initiative in 2017, and we can talk about it offline. Which was all about engaging students right in second year all the way to fourth year. In fact, I was talking to VRC also at that point of time. I made a few visits to Nagpur also because we felt it will work there. But anyways, we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
That's another interesting
Hey,
topic actually.
actually, this is the first session with industry people. So this platform, the main that commitment for students from me. So Bondeview will give that platform with industry people and students who are interested to develop themselves with good communication skills, with hard skills and soft skills even, as per the industry requirement. So we will try to connect the people here, and we will try to give them the platform where they can develop themselves. So first of all, we need to create hunger with students. And another thing, when I went to MIT also, they also told me that some people, some students are very much interested in projects. They passionately work on projects, but in some subjects they are failing. They are failure there. So how to overcome these things? They are working on that also, and I am also trying. So Uday, now just anyone want to ask anything? One more question I think Piyush has asked. Sir, as you told that industrial automation, industry 4.0 comes in future, how it affects with country like India where the population is so high?
See, this concern will always be there that if there is automation, people will lose jobs, right? Now, I still remember when railway had started this computer reservation on computers. I think way back in 90s, there was huge amount of pushback because people felt that the jobs will be lost. But I put a slide there called productivity effect, right? Uh, so there are two parts of it, right? So if historically, if you look at it, uh, you know, wherever the technology has been in the forefront, people are more employable. They are better off. They have done better because the productivity level goes up, right? So definitely there is no doubt that anything which will come in, even if it is automation and things like that, it will create different kind of jobs. It will make people more productive, more effective. So I don't think there is anything to worry about. But there is another side of story, and there are skeptics who believe that when AI is there full-fledged, right? These are the initial days of AI. When AI is full-fledged, people will have nothing to do because everything will be done by machines. For me, that day is little away, right? Definitely, we have a window of 10 to 20 years, and what happens in those 10 to 20 years is yet to be seen. But at least for next 20 years, I don't see people not getting benefited because of because of technology. I think it will be a positive impact at least for next 20 years. Yes, as I said, there are skeptics who are saying AI will take over the whole world and things like that because you don't, even arts will be taken over by AI. A book will be written, a better book will be written by an AI engine, or a better painting will be done by AI engine, and so on and so forth. But that day is yet to be seen. Whether it is fiction, whether it will become truth, we'll figure out. Maybe all of us will just play cricket and not do anything if AI is there to serve us. But at this point of time, I don't think we should be scared of technology.
Yes, even I think mechanical automation, automobile industry also connecting with IT. There is IT, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. IT is everywhere.
IT is everywhere. So we need to accept it. That's it. Ankita, are you there? If you want to interact with there, Ankita. All the designs, whatever the Bondeview has, Ankita is designing for us, and even she is giving me very good input so that I can connect students, people to Ankita. Can you please?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, hi.
So if you want to ask, because you are dealing with many job seekers also, I think so.
Yes, yes. So
Okay,
DW
so
also works with the recruitment vertical.
Mhm.
Yes. So we have been facing a lot of issues these days where people are doing a lot of switchovers. I mean, the students are doing a lot of switchovers. So especially in the IT. So there is gameplay which goes on where they just take offers from companies and then they switch over. So how do you think it really how does this work on their mentality?
See, this is a problem. This is a huge problem, right? So, being responsible for people in my company, I face this problem day in and day out, and it is whether we like it or not, it is a employee-driven market at this point of time,
Okay.
right? So, if you are a good employee, if you are a good worker, you will have multiple opportunities, and you will be in demand. But having said that, right, uh, when I try to hire senior people, so let's say someone with 10 years or 15 years of experience, I look at the number of switches a person has done.
Okay.
If a person has done too many switches, I don't pick up those people, right? So the people who are switching today too often, so I see some people who switch every year just for a few thousand rupees or
Correct.
whatever, right? So they're just switching without thinking. But what they're not able to understand, that actually they're damaging their own career in the longer run, because these switches are going to be in your CV, in your resume forever. It is not going to go anywhere, right? And what you're doing is you're doing for a few thousand rupees or lakh of rupees and things like that. Money is not everything. Money can buy a lot of things, but it cannot buy everything. It cannot buy a better resume. That is definitely there. So I think if there are youngsters there, I would like to tell them that it is very important. See, I started my career with Infosys. I was in Infosys for 17 years. But I'm not saying, be in one company for 17 years, but you have to spend, 4 or 5 years in one company to understand how things work, to immerse yourself in the whole setup, to understand how to work with same set of people over a period, and so on and so forth, to learn better, and so on and so forth. If you are jumping too often, you are creating a problem for yourself. You will get money in the short run, but you're doing something very bad with your own career. So Ankita, I don't have an answer to your question. People are jumping. Attrition rates are very high. I wish I had an answer to that. The only thing which I can caution people against is like jumping too often.
Correct. Now, in this layoff, there are a lot of people who are getting laid off in this pandemic. So, do you think it's the right time that? So, there are a lot of people who are even approaching for jobs. They're. But do you think this is the right time to even give them jobs, because you never know what's their stability?
No, not necessarily. See, for example, we as a company we're still hiring. Right, and as I said, like most of the demand is in data and AI space, and we are hiring in data and AI space. And typically, when we hire, we go through a very rigorous process where there is HR screening, then there are 2 to 3 rounds of interview, there is system test, then there is an HR round, and so on and so forth. Many a times there is a customer round where customer is interviewing people and things like that. Yeah. If they are doing well on all these aspects, and we do have an HR round also, that HR round is very important to figure out whether the person fits into your organization or not. A person might be a very excellent, very smart and things like that, but if there is a fitment issue in terms of the thought process or the culture and things like that, then it is better not to hire that person. But is it the right time to hire? There is always a right time to hire. Definitely you can hire. We are hiring. I mean, we don't have an option. We have to hire because the work is there. So we have to hire the right kind of people.
Okay. And also, what is the scope for freshers like in 2021? Like now 2020, so we call it a dead year. But what is the scope of freshers for 2021 in terms of the technology? Like you explained that technology is always, advancing. So what do you think is the scope in 2021?